So today I want to talk about the new AI features in Photoshop, and they're pretty cool. So on screen at the moment we have an image by Adobe's first AI thing. I don't even want to call it first, but it's something before this Photoshop update. It's called Firefly. You can go online and you can do prompts, and it's a bit like some of the other AI tools that we've seen. You couldn't really do much within the way of just putting in prompts and it creating something of its own design. It create like 3 images and you'd be able to pick from them. This video is more going to be like a demonstration of the power of the AI in Photoshop and what I've been doing with it. I'm going to do something in this video and show you let's see what we can create. And it says down here that it's a Firefly beta image, so it looks cool, but we're going to show you something I've created and then we're going to go make something ourselves. So here is something I've created in Photoshop completely with AI prompts. I think this looks pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off all the layers and explain how I did this. I want to use the tool. So obviously this is the background of my image. And you can get to, if you just here to learn how to do the generative fill, or whatever they call it, generative layer, you just click your rectangle marquee tool, ellipse, or just the marquee tools in general, and you just kind of create a space that you want. This space, like this square I've just created, that is going to be where your image will appear. But we don't want to talk about that right now. But that's how you do it. If you just come here for that, that's how you do it. You type in what you want and you just let it go to work. So here I asked it to create like a Vincent van Gogh Starry Night inspired background. I feel like it did a pretty good job. It's not on par. So we have our background right here. There is also terms and conditions to using this AI, and if you need to get the AI, you have to know the beta version of Photoshop. So next I asked it to create me a couple holding hands, and the cool thing about this AI is it looks at the image around it. So what I mean by that is, let's say I want to move this couple, they're not actually going to move. You can see there it is a square, and that square is supposed to be where it is. There's kind of a downside to this AI, I think, but it's also kind of cool because it forms the background to what you want to insert. So if we move that back, we turn it on and off a second, you'll see that there's a piece in the ground goes missing to fit them in. So next I wanted to add another object, so I wanted to add, let's say, around a dog. I'm building a scene here. So we added a dog, and we got a few different versions of the dog. And if you see when I'm clicking on each layer, it brings up the prompt, so literally I just typed in dog. And we can still go through and see different versions of each image. So the first one was a bit math. The second one was the one I went with because it was more of the silhouette that I wanted to match the couple over here. And the other one was I don't know, it's like a stock photo type of something that looks like a golden retriever. But this one I think worked the best. Then I added a truck in the background. The truck it really struggled with. I had to go through different images. So you can type, the more prompts you add up, the more images you generate. So these first 3, it's probably going to be hard to see on screen. The second prompt I typed in pickup truck. I originally started with the word just truck. And as you can see, these were just terrible. So it's not perfect. But I feel like I'd like the headlights to have been turned off. But I could play around with it and probably get them to be turned off or black, or maybe I could go in myself and just do it. But I didn't really want to mess around doing that. And then next I added a moon, giving them something to look at in the sky. And I feel like here we've made a decent image. Yeah, I don't know what you'd use this for, but maybe you can use this to help. And what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to just close this down, and we're just going to start a new file from scratch, and we're going to go and make a whole new background. I'm going to type in empty room. I'm going to see what it does. You'll see this line here going across. This does take time, and depending on what you're asking for, it seems to take longer and shorter sometimes. Here it's taking a bit of its time, so I will cut some of these bits out if we're waiting a bit too long. But it doesn't take too long. You're watching it in real time at the moment. I'm not going to cut this bit. But come on, give me some options. And here we are. Here's empty room 1. Here is our second empty room. And here is empty room 3. Now I kind of like this. I don't know which one to go with. My marquee tools are not the strongest. You've got to be good with the marquee tool here. But I'm going to go with this one because it's going to benefit more for what I want to show. Let's say we want to make this like a garage door to the outside. So let's garage door to outside. I'm just going to press enter. I'm going to see what this is going to bring us. So as you can see, there's our first one. It doesn't really look that good. These ones, not the best. Maybe I didn't give it the best prompt. Let's try window to outside. That one, these are our 3 options. 1, 2 and 3. And that one kind of looks the best. It's done some framing. I'm going to try and see if we can't use object select. I'm still playing around with this myself, so I'm kind of curious. There we are. That's... Ooh, let's see if we can add a rug here. It's wanting us to select this area. What type of rug shall we add? Fancy rug. Let's try and type that. I don't know what we're going to get with this. So here are our results for our rug, which is kind of cool. I think that one's kind of the best. So here we're using the object select tool, and I'm kind of curious what else we can do. Let's see if we can use this and make this into a door. Let's type in wooden door and see what happens. So here are our results, and it's not too bad. It's kind of done what we want it to do. They just don't look the best. Maybe it's this image. Maybe if I took a real image, it might do better. What else should we add in our thing? Let's try to add in some lights. Let's add a light fixture. A ceiling light. Let's see what happens. So here is our result. I don't think that one looks that good. I feel like this one's a bit better. I don't think that was the best prompt in the world, but it'll do for what we want it to do. And I'm going to try some more object select. Let's try and select these two here. Now we're going to leave it there. I tell you what, we're going to type in portal to a galaxy. Let's see what this brings up. Let's maybe add some sci-fi to this and see what happens. Here are our things. That one doesn't look too good. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think it really understood this. Let's try portal to another world. See if that works. And here are our results. So as we're seeing here, some prompts just do not work. We kind of got some pictures on the wall. I'm kind of going to leave... this one kind of looks a bit like a picture that could be on a wall somewhere. Not really the best. Let's see if we can. Let's see what happens when we try and extend something that's already created. And here are our results. I don't think it really understood what we wanted to achieve here. I'm going to completely delete that layer completely. Let's see how I tried some stuff before with like dystopian stuff. I'm going to try and create like a robot dog. Let's try and type that. So here are our results for a robot dog. That one kind of looks cool. That kind of looks cool, but it just, I don't know, not right. And this one's lying down. I kind of like the one that's lying down. Let's tell you what, let's do a search for laying down and see what happens, because I think this could be an interesting search. Because that third image was kind of cool. I wish you could tell it which image you like the most, and then you want like a version of that image. I'm also curious to what you guys think of AI like this, like what we're doing now. This one kind of looks cool. That one's kind of a bit derpy. That one kind of has it. I really wish you could take these out of here. I don't know. Let's go third image. Next I'm going to add a car, and I'm going to see how the car interacts with the rug. Let's add like a red sports car and see how it does with stuff that's a bit more descriptive. Let's see if it even recognises colours, because I feel like it does. Right, so here is our red car. It kind of looks cool. That one probably looks the most like a car. This will probably look better if it was more of an angled image, I think. It's kind of interesting that we can just generate something like this. Yeah, let's go with that one. Another thing you can do with this tool is you can give it like a good result, a poor result, and you can flag a result, and that's about it with that. I think it's a very advanced technology. It's kind of cool. It comes up with some interesting ideas. Some prompts are better than others, but this is still in beta. This is a really cool and interesting technology to me. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.